learned to an election. Live in the hills, but I still get a spread. Started with a little, but I still reinvest it. Fear how I feel, then you feel like a blessing. I just want the lesson, I just want protection. I'm up and I'm down, but they sound like progression. Farmer never plans if he waits for perfection. Finger to the down, hold it down, we gon' get it. Working.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got your watch list coming into June 19th, 2020, and happy expiration day, happy witching day, happy bring a friend a cult day, and the stock market is going to go crazy. Or at the very least, there is going to be companies. I have more than 3 stocks I'm looking at tomorrow. It is going to be a very, very interesting day. Why? Because we will either see a lot of volatility because of this big expiration in this witching. However, traditionally, the witchings bring about more volume and more opportunities for arbitrage, but not necessarily big price moves and volatility. So we will see, but like I said yesterday, watch how we set up coming into Friday. 2 days of no volatility. Yesterday was a lot like today, so there's a lot of stuff we need to go over. So you guys know what you need to do. Drop your thumbs up on the video. Make sure you're subscribed, and if you don't know, we are live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. It's the first link in the description, and it is pinned in the comments. We better see you there in the morning. It's free 99. It costs you nothing to join. YouTube.com/thestockmarket. You can post the plays, see the plays, ask about the plays, watch the watch list come to life. And for tomorrow, you can win $10,000. That sounded so gimmicky, and but tomorrow is Bring a Friend to Cult Day. We hope we see you on the live stream. Go tell a friend, tell someone in the street. Just learn how to network. Just say, what's up? Hey, how are you doing? Hey, want to join a cult? Some of you guys, go talk to a girl. Just say, hey, do you like stocks? She might think you're saying socks, but still, it's okay. But we are going to have Jeopardy. We're going to pick random people. Around 10 a.m., we will release the instructions. 11 a.m. Pacific, the game will start. We're going to do the coin toss in the morning. We're going to start with $1,000. The max we will give away is $10,000. So hopefully we see you there. And big ups. If you watch the watch list, you go on stream, the game is in your favor if you pay attention. So hopefully we see you there, baby. So post your watch list. That's the next important thing, but I will not delay. Let us get right into it. Like I said, yesterday was a lot like what we saw today. There was a lot more kind of political stuff, some of that John Bolton stuff and all that. And actually, if we want to bounce back here to the screen, you could see we closed up even across the board now is a little bit mixed because the SPY barely closed green, the Dow closed red. Small caps closed barely green. The VIX was down. The NASDAQ was green. So, again, another day very, very similar to yesterday. Actually, a lot even less volatile than yesterday. So, kind of typical for a Thursday move, but keep in mind where we're at and kind of now look at the 5 days, even comparing it to the last 14 days so you could kind of see what's going on. But all in all, the big thing we talked about, and we talked about this a lot today, was how to really understand these moves because sometimes the market would pick up, but on days like this, these aren't big enough or significant price moves where not everything can be attributed to news or something, and there's just natural market functions and price discovery more or less, or even competing stuff. So today we got the jobless claims report, and then you even got and it was like a little worse than expected, but overall improving to a degree, or not as bad as what people were estimating a few weeks ago or a few months ago. But then you also got some ECB news again, more political stuff, a lot of stuff on OPEC and Russia and the cuts. So watch oil. It's kind of been moving, but we might see that come up here again around August, September with everything, but maybe that escalates. I don't know, but that's happening. More cases. Again, sometimes there was reactions when more case updates would come out through the day. You would see the market move, but then it would kind of snap back real quick or wouldn't do anything. And then the biggest stretch I could make, and like if I was going to say anything moved the market today, and we talked about this a little bit, but it's kind of like what I said with HTZ. On these days like this, it's hard to know what's happening, and that's why it's paying attention. I'm not saying these are concrete theses or theories or anything, but I'm just trying to pay attention. This is my journal, and these are the things that I'm writing down. So like I'm saying, I think this is a stretch, but we will see, and I wouldn't be surprised to in the future for this issue to come up. That's why it holds some weight for me, but there was news today that I think it was the poll numbers that Biden was leading in certain areas and with certain demographics. And that right there could have been taken negative because anytime the presidency has shifted from Republican, Democrat, Democrat, Republican, there's usually a market reaction. Some say which comes first, chicken or the egg. That is hard to tell. But at the same time, different policy, different leaders could price stuff in. So people are going to, Wall Street it's not surprising to see Wall Street price that in. When and how aggressively, that's what we got to see. So that's something else that I noticed. That's something I'm keeping in mind. But as far as everything else, do not be a witch about the witching tomorrow. A lot of people think it's going to be very, very volatile. It might be. I think it's going to be important to watch because there is a lot of activity at this expiration date. However, this is going to be the strategy for tomorrow. I'm really, really excited. I think we're going to get an opportunity for certain plays like we saw today with Spotify and quick flips. However, there's going to be tomorrow will be a frog day. There will be a day for day trades, and that's tomorrow. If you have Robinhood, you're going to get clapped, unfortunately. But my Robinhood people, there is an advantage you have, and do not forget this because the main thing is after this week. After this week, you get a big expiration, but we saw this last time, especially if you think volatility is going to come back. But a lot of people are set up at June 19th. So once this expiration goes away, a lot of moves can happen. So I'm excited for that. I'm going to set up some of these frogs, and we're going to go frog hunting tomorrow. But at the same time, I want to take advantage of some of those swings. We got a little bit of cash in the long term now. We took some of those Spotify profits. So I'm going to go after those. But like I said, tomorrow is going to be mainly a trading day. I'm going to be looking for breakouts like Spotify, and then even if there's any news or news events, and then keep watching the dollar and political events. Again, UUP, the dollar was stronger today. Some of that oil stuff, again, I didn't forget what happened the last few days with the Fed and the fact that you're seeing global stimulus. Again, even the UK this morning in their bond buying program and all that. But I think for the most part, we will either see something happen or we're going to get a day kind of remix of the last 2 days we saw. But I'm excited, and there's still plays, and we're still seeing rotations. So I hope you guys are ready. But it is now that time. Let us get into the plays. So right off the bat, I have a full list. We will go to the E-Trade here in a second, but I did this Spotify again. We sold out of those. Remember, we did those weeks ago on the Joe Rogan. We had July's, but then we made another play today, and then we made the plays on the small account. We did another like week or two ago. We talked about this yesterday, even before the Kim K news came out. That came out after hours. That sent the stock up. They did good. They're breaking out IPO. It's meeting every single checkbox we've been looking for. It's been a great play, but fact that they're doing that, and right now, and we've been seeing this, you're getting these rotations. That's why tomorrow with the quad witching and everything else, and being a Friday now, a lot of these companies that are at these breakout points, they're gonna have expiration. So you could push a lot of things to the wall. It will be risky. Make sure you control the budget. Again, none of this is a recommendation. Option trading is extremely risky. You can lose almost financial investment, lose all financial purpose. Only think every wonderful day. But seriously, be very, very careful. You don't know what you're doing. Don't do it. If you don't know about spreads, don't do it. Control the budget. Be very, very smart, especially a daily. But you see the power of getting time with a lot of these plays too. That will change some of your guys' life. So I'm going to go for swings. But now with tomorrow being a Friday, you're going to find some cheap opportunities on companies positioned at very interesting spots. So I have a list of companies that go crazy on Friday, and I'm going to be looking at these, and I might throw $20 each at all of these, 5 different companies, $100, and we'll see what happens. But it all depends on what we see tomorrow and how we could set up. But the next one is going to be BYND. They're at that level. Remember, we made those plays the other day, but watch some of those June 16th now. Watch Shopify. We talked about them, Roku, and NVDA. So I'll show you guys on their charts so you can see them. Oh, and Boeing. I forgot. Boeing's one of those, but Boeing's kind of in the middle spot. But you see Spotify, again, it's breaking out, and this is the thing we've talked about. We brought this up several times. I don't need to talk about it again. You guys have seen it. That's what we're looking for. But now take a look at some of these. Oh, I forgot. There, see Shopify getting to that level. I think they kind of did it today. So hopefully they get some level of news or the market gives it the momentum, because that's what Spotify had. So we'll see. But Lulu's another one of those. They're not hitting the highs yet. But again, if you see momentum, if you see rotation, exuberance in a sector, anything, I'm going to keep my eyes on these. Or even just tomorrow, Roku, they've had the uptrends. A lot of fake rumors going out about them and Google. Those are not true. I would be very, very careful with that. However, again, I'm going to look for some plays if there is volatility or big individual price movements. NVDA there, I think this is going to be my favorite one tomorrow. It's been doing crazy moves on Fridays. I know Romeo's been hitting them up daily or every Friday. I feel like he's been watching them. They're great. So watch out for those. I like them. I think I'm going to keep my eye on them tomorrow. And then, like I said, Boeing. So watch that. As far as the plays, like I said, we made today, all I did was the Spotify. So we're in the same place. Surprisingly, a lot of these plays, like even yesterday, those Facebooks held up, still in those Zooms and everything like that. Zoom is one of those companies as well, but really focused on the Spotify today. And now here you guys see, I did this morning on the trade because the news came out and I didn't really even intend this. I forgot I had more of the weeklies on the other account. I completely forgot I had those on my Tastyworks account. So, but what happened is that I said, hey, there's the news. It finally broke out of that IPO range. That's what I was looking for. That's Shopify. What am I doing? It finally broke out. It had some momentum on the morning. So I was like, all right, let's see what we could do. And I bought it early in the morning. Within 4 minutes, got 3 of these contracts at 85. I spent a little bit more, but the volatility was there. It carried the stock throughout the morning. And then pretty much by the most of the day, you couldn't get anything on the chain for like $1.80. So they went up, and then middle of the day or towards the end of the day, I sold one of them out at $2.40. So spent like $300 or spent like $240 to buy all these, sold one out, made those free and holding. But now here's this play, the 1051. Remember those Spotify Julys? I showed you guys this on yesterday's watch list. Remember I said I'm holding 2 of those. Oh, there it is. So remember, we did the same strategy as you even saw me do with that other one. I bought 5, was able to make it free at one point and did that. So we had 3 of these. But remember, we did that trade almost a month ago, 55 cents. That was the same contract I sold out. So I got my initial investment back, held the last 2 all the way up till today, and I'm still holding that final one. But I sold out of this one at 1051, still holding one more. I think they clipped almost like $2,000 at one point, but they're at like 13 or 1400 a pop. And then now we have that rollover play. And then I did sell out of my other plays. Again, like I said, I forgot I even had them, so it was a nice surprise. But on the Tastyworks account, we got those Spotifys. Remember, we bought them at the same time. I sold out all these 3. I sold them at 80 cents. I think what did they even close at? They closed at 240. So I could have got $600 back, but I got another 240 back because I was like, oh, well, I already bought those other contracts. But sold out of that one a little bit early. All good, though. Still even took a profit. And then I had this small account. Don't forget about this guy. And we're going to take a loss on these NVIDIAs finally. You can see there's that 200 loss because, well, remember we did that play. But thankfully, we had that other remaining Spotify on this account. I sold out of that play. So now the best part is I'm sitting on, where is it? $263 cash. So not too bad. Remember, we were lower than that to the begin with. We could have done a lot better if I took profits on these apples and all that, but I'm still in plays. We still have the UUP play. That's till January. Still got the Apple, so it's a small account, but we still have opportunities in a little bit of time. But that's what I did there, and that was as far as everything else. Again, like I said, I'm going to be watching these plays tomorrow. The Spotify, Shopify's, all these movers I'm really going to like. I like my favorite ones are probably going to be Spotify again. And I said this, Spotify could keep going. Again, it's a low float type of stock. It's a growth stock. It was a lot of volume today. Again, there's a reason why this is almost one of the highest volumes it's seen since this stock has existed. So this news is going to come around. People are going to like it. It's getting a lot more attractive, especially as they're changing a lot of things. So people could do it. I'm going to ride out that other one. I just wanted to take some of those profits, but we're going to be able to get some of the short term. We still got that July. I like that, but I'll see even tomorrow for a Friday. If there's a continuation and a crazy one tomorrow, this could be fun. Watch those. Remember the first 10, 20 minutes in the morning, but try to take advantage of the premiums, but don't force it. But then, like I said, I'm going to like NVIDIA as well, too. But Spotify, Beyond, NVIDIA, those are going to be my favorites. We'll look at the other ones. Also going to watch UNH, HD, McDonald's, some of the slower movers. They also caught my eye. And then finally, like we said, UUP. Still in that one, they did good. TLT was interesting. They even held up a little bit again. Remember, we need them at like 168, 170, but you could kind of see this new range they said. So we will see what happens. But that is pretty much it. I hope you guys are ready for tomorrow. Bring a friend to Cote. Go tell anybody, text anyone, be prepared. Hopefully we see you on Jeopardy. Hopefully you're there, and please respond quickly and be there promptly if we do select you and are on there. I'm excited, baby. But that is your watch list, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you're hydrated, healthy, ready to go. Make sure you post your watch list. Make sure we see you there in the morning. I need the armor on. I need the helmet shining. I need you to go with what you know and not what you feel, especially on Fridays, especially when you're frogging hunting, especially when the YOLO demon says break the budget. Do a little more. Go with what you know, not what you feel, baby. Remember, there's a relationship between success and stability, baby. So hold it down, hold the budget, and I hope you're ready. But the cult loves you. I love you. I'm gonna see you in the morning. Let's go.